Hey guys, I'm here with a very sensual interview with Tyreek. We're talking about Catacomb Kids, a new game we just got to try out. It's a procedurally generated roguelike, which I liken to, if anyone's played it, Pixel Dungeon on your phone, which this is a bit more fast-paced, of course, where that it was a like turn-based, essentially, kind of game. But Tyreek, can you tell me like a little bit about Catacomb Kids and what's... There's a ton of stuff in here that I think is just really, really fleshed out. What all is in this game?
There's a lot of stuff in the game. I've been working on it for a while. You can eat essentially anything you can kill, and you can make soup. There's a lot of spells in there. You can cast spells. You can cast portals, which act like portals. There's a lot of stuff. Several bosses. It's fun.
Okay.
I'm told it's fun.
Yeah, no, I liked it from our first couple plays. It's a very difficult to start. It's similar to a lot of roguelikes. You're trying to figure out more about the game, like what hurts you, what doesn't, what's good to eat, what probably isn't. It seems that like in addition to that, there's like everything's randomly generated, including like all the potions might be different each time. Like it's not going to say, oh, I know that red potions are good. You have to kind of figure that out and learn. So it's I think it's a game where people will, I assume, tend to die a lot for a while, kind of start learning more about the game, and then start getting better, and maybe then one day beat a boss.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, yeah. It's like there currently isn't any sort of metagame progression in the game, so like what you carry from run to run is your knowledge and experience, which grows because like with every death you're like, oh, that kills me, or now I know not to do that. And that sort of thing, and so you kind of like build up this sort of knowledge base of the game as you play, which like lends itself to future runs. Yeah.
No, so I saw there are a couple different types of characters too. So Yeah, I know there's three to start. What all do they do differently that like makes the gameplay a bit different for them?
So this is actually one thing that I didn't get to show off when you were playing, but each class has a unique ability. The bully is the strength class, and they have the ability to taunt, which.
Yeah, go ahead.
Taunting gets the attention of enemies, of course, but it also gives you like a number of powerful strikes that you can make against enemies. The Wanderer is able to track objects. So if you notice, there's a fog of war in the game, but if you're tracking an object, you will see it regardless of whether it's in the fog of war or not, like completely unexplored terrain. And the Poet has the ability to weaponize spellbooks. So, yeah. Sort of like normally you just use a spell book and you like learn a spell from it, but poets are able to equip the spell books themselves, and each spell book has a different sort of weaponized effect, and it becomes kind of like a weird twin stick shooter type situation where the right joystick aims and shoots, and you can. It's weird. I'm making a weird game.
Oh no, I mean, that's kind of the point. Like you want to make something that's unique to yourself. And then there's I think maybe a fourth class that might be coming out eventually.
Right, yeah, so the fourth class is the next one that I'm working on. I haven't really talked about it much, but I can talk about it for you. The next class I'm working on is going to be the Tinkerer, which is going to be the intelligence-based class, and they're going to have a little robotic pet that follows them around that you can upgrade and equip with various items that you find in the environment.
Okay, so how long I can't really obviously ask how long does it take somebody to beat the game, because that's obviously based on how well they learn or how lucky they get. But like what's a typical run going to be if somebody's able to make it through the entire game, and then what do they get anything for doing that or just a sense of achievement?
So there currently isn't really an end to the game. It's still being developed. When I finish the game, it's going to have 4 environments that span 20 floors. Currently there are 2 environments implemented, and they just kind of alternate forever. So it just kind of goes until you die right now. I have seen people make it to floor 100, which blows my mind. Like, I've never made it that far. I'm like, why are you still playing? Just stop, do something else. But yeah, so like if you're up for the challenge, you can keep going.
Awesome. Well, I know it is out on Steam Early Access. Do you have it coming out for anything else, or where else could people find it?
It's on Steam. It's on itch.io. It's on the Humble Store currently. Those are all the places it is for the time being. I'll maybe look into console stuff. I don't know. That's kind of intimidating to me. But yeah.
Well, it looks fantastic. I think I'll definitely be checking it out so that I can do better than I did here, because it was not very good. So thank you, Tyreek, for talking to us, and hope you have a good rest of the PAX.